Oh, hello. Welcome to the McTaggart Attack podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart, a stand-up comedian who lives in Vermont. And this is my podcast where I just ramble for 10 to 15 minutes. And hopefully it either entertains, inspires, motivates, or something. I have to sneeze. I don't have to sneeze. I was going to sneeze, but I didn't. So anyway, yeah, I hope this does something for you as I go on for the next 10 or 15 minutes did I give the date already? This is July 6th, 2020. Did I say that already? I don't remember because I was too worried about sneezing during the podcast. Ah, for fuck's sake. Anyway, what the fuck is going on? What is on my mind? What's pissing me off? What do I need to get the fuck off my chest? As I'm recording this right now on a Sunday night. I don't know. To be honest. I'm not sure. It was July 4th this weekend. There were still lots of fireworks going on, despite the fact that I thought they were all not legal to do. But who the fuck follows the rules? So there. Anyway, what do I want to talk about in today's podcast? I thought I had something to talk about. Like, I watched a few of the Sunday morning political shows, and thank God Chuck Todd had the weekend off because of July 4th weekend, because he is the worst. Chuck Todd on Meet the Press is absolutely terrible. He's the Jimmy Fallon of Sunday morning politics shows. Because Jimmy Fallon of The Tonight Show absolutely sucks as host when it comes to interviewing, because it's like he'll ask a question and then he'll start talking immediately as the guest is trying to fucking say something. And I feel like Chuck Todd does the exact same thing. He's like, no, you're wrong, sir, but he hasn't actually given a fucking answer yet. Let the person answer the fucking question before you let them know how wrong they are, Chuck Todd. I mean, for fuck's sake. This is so... It's aggravating to watch sometimes, so I don't really watch them that much. But thank God he wasn't on the show today. So that was a good thing. That was something I was happy for. I wasn't sure he was going to be on. I was disappointed Jake Tapper wasn't on State of the Union, because I do enjoy Jake Tapper. They're both on at the same time. Jake Tapper's on CNN and Chuck Todd is on NBC. But really, I just hate politics shows anyway, or the news, and it's just aggravating because I feel like they try to piss you off on purpose. I feel like they steer their news stories, and all of the news agencies do this. They steer their news stories towards making viewers angry or scared. Or both at the same time, because you're angry that you're scared. And that's just fucking stupid. I mean, all news stations are basically opinions. They bring someone on for their opinion. And then they bring someone else on for their opinion. And they make it news because this person gave their opinion. Opinions aren't news. I don't give a damn what your opinion is. Unless it agrees with me. And, yeah. Unless you validate my own opinion. I do not care what your opinion is. Doesn't matter to me what your fucking opinion is. And I don't want to get a damn text alert on my phone from CNN that's not actual news, but just General so-and-so thinks this about that. And I'm like, who fucking cares? I don't want opinion alerts. I don't want alerts about opinions. I want alerts about news, factual news, something that actually happened. So a year or so ago, I turned off my CNN notifications for that very reason. Because all I would get for CNN news was so-and-so said this on our show today. So-and-so gave their opinion on this on our show today. Who fucking cares? Give me some actual news. Like some celebrity died or somebody died or there were protests or something. Or our stupid fucktard of a president made incendiary comments again, making him sound more and more fucking racist than he ever fucking was before. And he says the same fucking thing over and over again. Actually, that's not news. Trump saying something inflammatory is not news. What news would be is if he was actually polite and nice and not divisive at all. That's news when he acts unlike himself. But the only reason for that he would ever act unlike himself is if he had some sort of a stroke or something. That's the only way that Trump wouldn't act like himself. If there was some sort of stroke involved, and then neurologically he'd be acting different. But yeah, I hate the news. The news is so fucking annoying. I don't like people toying with my emotions. Namely, fear and anger. Yeah. Don't try to piss me off on purpose. Don't be like, oh, how can I piss off Kevin? Oh, how can we piss off the audience today? Oh, how can we scare the audience today? Who wants to be scared? Who wants to be angered? I don't want to be angry. I hate being angry. I only get angry about stuff that deserves to be angry, that I think deserves to be angry about. And that one of those things is when someone tries to make me mad on purpose. And that's what the fucking news channels do. All of them. Fox, CNN, CNBC, CNN, I said that one already, MSNBC, you name it, all of them, ABC, CBS, all the fucking news. All the news does is try to affect you negatively. And it's so fucking annoying. Why can't news be positive? Why can't they take a positive view on this? Why not instead, oh, we had riots today because of blah, 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 because of the George Floyd incident, and a few people died and stuff like that. Why can't it be more like, hey, racism's going to be ending soon. Here's why. There were protests, and a few people got hurt, and a few people died, but look, racism will be ending. But we're on the verge of evolving and becoming better human beings because racism is ending. And some people are still mad about it. And some people want to protest to make sure that we do it, that we end racism. And then the racists are also very upset too. Because they still want to be racist. Which makes no fucking sense at all. But yeah, it's just, why can't news be more positive? Why do they have to continue to scare and anger us all the fucking time? Seriously, I'm not saying it should be happy and pretend stuff didn't fucking happen, but they need to take a better take on this instead of fear and anger. Well, you know why news tries to make you either scared or angry? Because that's where the ratings are. So it's really not the news's fault. The news is trying to get ratings. There's so many fucking news stations that they're trying to battle each other for ratings. So they're trying to see who can scare and anger their listeners the most, because the more times that they scare or anger someone, the more times they're gonna fucking listen. Because those are negative emotions, and people apparently thrive on negative emotions more than positive. Negative is so much more powerful than positive, apparently. So of course, we just try to fucking scare people or make them angry. And it's just so aggravating that this happens, that we're so geared towards anger and fear. And I wish that we wouldn't be. But it's just our nature, apparently, is that we thrive on this negativity, these negative emotions, and not like the positive emotions of like happiness and such. You know? Because we don't, but if like, I just wish that the news would be more positive. Can the news be more positive? You know, I'm not saying that the news should pretend stuff isn't happening, but can they like rewrite their news? Can they if they write their news stories to which they evoke fear or anger, can they also, I imagine they can also write their news stories where they sound happier and make us feel better about things. You know? Oh, Donald Trump said another racist thing. You know, Donald Trump said this at his rally today. Blah, blah, blah. This is just an example that I'm trying to come up with off the top of my head. You know, they could somehow take some sort of spin on that. He said these horrible things today, and it probably means he's not going to get reelected in November or something like that. I don't know how you would make any news about Trump sound positive, actually, now that I think about it. But like, it just sucks that like you can't watch the news without getting scared or angry or both. And it's just really fucking frustrating. You know? Why can't the news just be more positive? Why can't the news just make us feel better? Or not feel better, but just if the news can just take more of a neutral approach. Like, they should just, that's it though. Right? Because they should just report the news. Because opinions, like I said earlier, aren't news. Opinions aren't news. I don't care about your opinion. I don't care what this person said. Just give me news of things that are happening. Just report what people say in their speeches at rallies. Yeah, neutral thinking, neutral news, like that Trevor Moawad book that I talked about a couple weeks ago, that I listened to. You know, something like that. Just be more neutral, just like down the line. Just like Trump said this today in his rally. Blah, blah, blah. Don't try to fucking give an opinion on it or sway us into thinking, oh my God, this is the end of the world. It's not. Do I hate Donald Trump? Absolutely. I already do. There's no reason for the news agencies to make me hate him more. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that fucking feels that way. I just hate the news. Can the news do better? I'm not saying that the news is fake, but I'm just saying how the news gives the news needs to change. And that's the bottom line if you smell what the McTaggart Attack podcast is cooking.